Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome to NWH Pod number 33. It is your boy KCB Demon 5 here, and I am with my boy 3 Freel and my other boy NWH Johnny.
Dude, what is this new bit? What is this new bit where you introduce yourself as him?
What do you mean?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't. What bit? Intro? Who? Who's introducing who is who?
Me? I know who I am.
Welcome back, guys. Today we might just talk about some football again.
I mean, Gavin, why don't you fill us in on the New York Liberty right now? We're at the half.
So
Start of the third quarter right now, 39-30. What's riding? What are the stakes right now? Let's
we
start
got
off.
we got a 70x parlay pending on the New York Liberty, who are currently up at halftime. We had some NHL in there. We had some preseason basketball, I believe. We had some MLB. We had the Cowboys in there. It was a whole bunch of everything, all coming down to the Liberty for the 70x. Looking pretty good right now. Sabrina, I don't know her last name. Sabrina Curry. Sabrina Curry needs to step it up, but they're looking good. They're looking good right now. So
You guys think she would beat Steph in a point?
No.
No, not genuinely.
I genuinely think she would lose that to Steph Curry.
I think she would win.
Yeah, that's like they were asking
I'm
people
just
on the
kidding.
street, but
Also, the Astros are up 5-0 right now in Arlington. Home doesn't matter. Bats are hot tonight for the Astros, so we got that as well. I guess without further ado, we got more picks to make this week. I guess
Yes,
I'm
we
gonna
do.
preface this. I'm done doing content picks. All my picks from now on are gonna be like super genuine, like super. This is what I genuinely think is gonna happen. I need more accountability for myself, type shit. So 16-0. Well, there's not even 16 games. 13-0 on the way. We have 6 teams on the bye this week. My Titans being one of them. They're also joined by the Panthers, Bengals, Cowboys, Texans, Jets. Those teams are all on a bye. Not really sad about not seeing any of those teams play really besides the Titans because they're my team. But like from a actual entertainment standpoint, we could do without like the Panthers, Bengals, Cowboys, Jets.
How we feeling, boys? I feel like this could be a 1-2 loss week for me, honestly. With this amount of games, I'm feeling really good.
I haven't looked at
mean,
the schedule, so I don't know.
The thing is, it could go that way because there is only 13 games, but then we have shit like last week where the 49ers miss a field goal where Jalen Hurts sucks cock in the fourth quarter. I ended up, I said last time I didn't know how that game ended. I ended up seeing how that ended. Jesus Christ, that was bad. Um, we'll get into that in a little bit. But first game of the week.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I mean, it's in JAGS.
Nope, at Saints.
Nope.
New Orleans. Yeah, I guess we are wearing the black. Yeah. I mean, last episode, like I said, I didn't really have much to say on like what happened against the Texans, and that's just because, like, I don't know. We had the great Patriots game. Patriots aren't a great team, and my one thing I said after that was just I need to see it back to back. We didn't do that, and now short week we're playing a better team than the Texans. So we pretty much have to play a damn near perfect game to win, in my opinion. Um, I'm still going to choose the Saints. You know, I still think the top 5 defense, and I do feel like there is that chance of like just the Saints are going to win because it's prime time and probably everyone's going to pick the Jaguars. But like honestly, offense, I just hope they put together a good game. Like I honestly am not even looking at this as like a win or loss game. Obviously, I want the win, but like this offense just needs help, bro. This play calling sucks. Defense is good, but Derek Carr and like all these players, we have too many weapons to be bad. It's like actually crazy. So like I just need to see something from this offense, and I just, I mean, I don't think the Saints are gonna win. Don't have much confidence, but I will be picking them. I don't have much confidence in the offense, I should say.
So I will say about this game, it is prime time. It
And
is
Trevor
at
Lawrence is like questionable, but he's playing.
fake questionable. Jags 3.5 point underdogs going into NOLA. Public is huge on this pick, and I just don't know how to feel about that. I know that's not really a football perspective. I feel like it could swing either way. Jags been playing a lot of football on a short week now after 1 week at home after a 2-week stint in London.
Been a hell of a last
maybe
like 3 weeks.
maybe time will catch up to them. Who knows? But I don't know. It's you would think the Jaguars would win, but then it's like, what if this is the Kamara game on live television at the Dome? Like, what if this is the Derek Carr breakout game? Like, unless it's another shitty, ugly Amazon game that just is like Travis Etienne running the ball.
Yeah, you never know. And then another thing, we were talking about the trends yesterday. Gavin's, I think, sent
Yeah.
something.
I'm
The
gonna,
under, right?
so
12
no,
unders
I'm
in a
going
row.
with the over. I'm going with the over. The Saints in their last 12 games have hit the under in every game they played in. So that's a trend that we're just gonna see. We're gonna sprinkle the over in. And I'm also gonna take the Jaguars. But I think with that, I mean the over here is set at 39.5. I think both these teams will score. I think that the Saints will have an easy job. Like you guys said, the Jaguars will have a short week traveling back and forth. I think the defense will be a little off. So I think the Saints might get it done scoring, but I also think the Jaguars.
I mean, they're just the better team right now.
Also,
no, yeah.
in
I mean, I
Trevor
feel like
Lawrence's young career, has he played? I mean, we witnessed this shit firsthand. This is going to be a Thursday night game. This is a very different line and story going into Jacksonville, but going into NOLA, going into the Dome, which I mean, I'm gonna assume he hasn't played there before. Like that is gonna be
He's
a
probably
fact.
played in the Dome, to be honest, in college.
Probably played in college at like a
But like, yeah,
bowl
I don't
game
think
or
he hasn't
something,
played the
but,
Saints.
yeah,
like
I don't know.
that's a good atmosphere to play in.
I think I understand why the Saints are favored here, just because the defense. Like I feel
That's
like,
crazy. We're favored. I mean, the home element is something.
yeah, I just feel like that the defense will do what it does, and I also think that this is a good opportunity for the offense to get clicking. But I'm still officially going to go with the Jaguars.
Give me the Saints.
Saints, 2 Saints, 1 Jaguars. Yeah, I mean, that's actually crazy. I didn't know we were favored. That makes
I
me kind of
also the
more
public
confident.
has
Maybe Vegas knows.
the public's got to start losing at some point.
Yeah, and that's what they want you to
It's
think.
starting to crumble. We saw it with the 49ers, with the Eagles, these undefeated teams taking losses. Like public is starting to lose. It's going to get to that point of the season where what you think is not what it really is. Like shit's going to start to get weird soon. But the public
I
in
feel like
the
last week was the first weird week.
Yeah,
This past week, like the
Yeah.
Niners and the Eagles. Not even the Eagles lost, but really the Niners lost.
I
Like,
mean, like I said, I can totally understand why the Saints would be favored here and why like it would be easy for them to get it done on a short week against the Jaguars team where
Um,
they need to click offensively, and this would be the time to do it. And obviously, your defense is like you said, top 5 in the league, so
yeah,
it's going to put pressure on them. So I do understand it, but I think that if they're able to make a quick snap back into it, I think if the Jaguars play their game, they'll be fine.
Okay, before we go into the next game, I got to give a shout out to number 35 of the New York Liberty. I believe it's Jonquel Jones. She is a beast rim protector. Like she is just blocking everything. She's got she got 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 for 6 shooting. She could pick it up, but a huge presence down low. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to her. So the first game for the noon slate we'll be going over exact same line for the home favorite. Same kind of deal where the public is huge on this underdog. Going into Baltimore is the Detroit Lions, 3.5 points. Both of these teams, good records. Lions at 5-1, Ravens at 4-2. This is going to be a good game.
yeah.
I think the main thing is like, what does the run game look like for the Lions? That's kind of my whole concern.
Monty's out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
And
like
you
is
have
Gibbs
Jameer
gonna
Gibbs.
those carries like the same amount of carries? Like, is it gonna be a pass heavy? Are the Ravens gonna come out to play? Like, these are the kind of questions that need to be answered. I mean, I feel like Odell had a good last week when he got the ball. So did Zay Flowers, like it when they actually fucking caught it. I don't know. This might be ballsy. I'm just gonna go Ravens at home. I like the
Yeah,
home.
I mean, I think that's probably the safer pick here. I mean, they're both 2 good ball clubs. You're right. Like the question probably is the run game for the Lions, just because the Ravens will, no matter who's there, they're gonna have a run game, and like that'll keep you in the game. But I'm gonna go Lions here. Like I think I've been picking them. Just they've been scoring too many points, and just like there's too many weapons, and I like their chance to score a touchdown and get field goals way more than like most teams. So I'm just gonna have to go Lions here. But I don't think Ravens at home is crazy.
Yeah, I'm going Lions here, especially with underdog value. I mean, I don't think they're going to miss much with Monty. I think they're going to get it done in the air anyway. If they want to get Jameer involved, they will. Um, they got Hutchinson on the defense. I mean, or whatever his name is. I might have butchered that, but whatever.
Yeah, no, that's right.
And I think he's going to get after Lamar. He's going to make him uncomfortable. Last episode, we were talking about how Lions are a top 3, top 4 team for me in the league. I wouldn't put the Ravens up there. I don't care if the Ravens are at home. But like I said previously, the Ravens are having trouble pulling away. So even if they do get a lead, I think they'll let the Lions stay in this game. And with the offense they have right now, like they'll take advantage of that. I think this is an easy Lions underdog for me.
Interesting lines this week.
Yeah,
Next
I mean,
game,
Your
I
Ravens.
don't know. I just think Lamar is an MVP candidate. I don't think Jared Goff will have a bad game, but I think Lamar will show us why we should respect him the way we do. The next
Fair
game
enough.
we have on the docket, I honestly, one of my favorite teams, the Las Vegas Raiders, going to play the Chicago Bears. Is it Brian Hoyer starting? Does it matter? Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
I um I have Josh Jacobs in fantasy, and he's had like one really good week, and that was with Aiden McConnell or not Derek Carr. So like from a fantasy perspective, I'm actually very excited for um Brian Hoyer, McConnell, whoever it is, going to play quarterback, just because I think that run game is going to be more exciting, and I think all the passing plays are going to be much more just designed to get the ball to Devontae and Jacoby and like their weapons. So I think it'll be like a much more like heavily coached, structured game than we normally see with like Jimmy G, where they're just kind of like trying things. Like yeah, I mean, there's no Fields anymore, so it's just the Tyson Bagent. I mean, give me the Raiders here. Like, there's no question.
yeah, that name right there was all you had to say. Tyson Bagent. He threw 2 interceptions and got sacked 19 times within this year in a college game. I'm not. Yeah, put him against a Raiders defense. That's hilarious. Give me the Raiders. Simply,
Yeah,
simply put.
Yeah, I didn't know like when the broadcast started talking about Division II football player Tyson Bagent. Where the fuck did he come from? There's got to be enough Division III football players that are good enough to play for the fucking Chicago Bears. Like that shit is kind of crazy. I love Jacoby Myers. Been huge for fantasy past few weeks. Um,
and
Devontae,
McDaniels will like get them the ball, even though it
yeah,
doesn't matter
Devontae
who's at
is
QB.
gonna have a game. Brian Hoyer will find a way. It's unfortunate Jimmy G is out. Like
I think his
he
back.
just can't stay in the game. So it's like a neck or back. It's something like that. Unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure LeBron will be picking the Raiders in that one. LeBron will hit this one with the there's not much to say about this one.
Yeah, as
Facts.
he should.
You know what? No, he will say that I hope Justin Fields has a speedy recovery. Because he's what's wrong with him?
His
Yeah,
thumb,
no,
Oh, the Cutler injury.
thumb or finger or something.
I don't know. Bears
Raiders
Bears
all
are,
around.
Bears are about to have the 1 and 2 pick. So they're gonna continue that down that path. Which will be sick. The Raiders will be 4-3. So
indeed.
True. That'll
um
be Raiders. Hope they make the
next
playoffs. That'd be fun.
next game, Browns at Colts.
This is like these are not fun because
Yeah,
I'm
no,
assuming it's
no.
PJ Walker again. I'm assuming we're all gonna pick the Browns here.
I think I
Yeah,
saw someone add Deshaun on fantasy.
Yeah, but I don't
he
think
didn't,
like,
he didn't practice, so
dude, I
He
don't know
didn't.
why they would even play him this week. Like they're gonna win regardless. It feels like
yeah, I don't.
they just beat the Niners. Like, and they have a
But it
top
was a
three defense in
fluke.
the league.
No, that defense was so good. Their defense is so good,
Like, yeah, CMC
especially.
got injured, Debo got injured, but like still,
Is
Yeah,
there
no,
enough PJ Walker, Kareem Hunt magic?
There's
seems
enough
like it.
Miles Garrett magic against Gardner Minshew. They're not going to have to do much.
Yeah.
I think Gardner Minshew also I think the Minshew mania might be over as well from what we saw from last.
We're gonna have. I feel like we're gonna keep having moments of it, but like, he needs to
And
be the backup.
Jonathan Taylor's not really like a game changer. Like he doesn't
No.
move the needle enough to make me like want to go
Especially
with.
not now.
I mean, it makes sense. The Browns are favored 3 points going into Indianapolis.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's Browns all around. There's not, like LeBron said, there's not much to say.
Literally.
PJ Walker, though, I mean, who thought we'd be here?
I don't think a lot of people. I thought he'd still be on the Bears.
Bills at the Patriots.
What
Another
LeBron said?
stinker.
Let's see.
What
So
LeBron said?
-9. I mean, the Pats, if they lose this, go to like 1-6. I mean, I'm not picking the Pats. They're like a fade every week team. It doesn't matter. I don't know. That's like a not touch game.
Yeah,
Josh
I mean,
Allen not figuring out how to play football till the fourth quarter last game is just weird. It's sketchy.
wait, wasn't he not playing the first half though?
I didn't
Yeah,
watch the first
yeah,
half.
we were watching. So, yeah, he didn't play the first half actually.
The fuck?
Josh
Yeah,
Allen.
yeah, apparently that's what I heard.
No,
I don't,
I'm fact checking this shit. What do you mean he
I,
didn't play the first half?
look, I'm 90. That's what my friend said.
Nah, that has to be like cap. I'm fact checking, but fellas, talk about who's gonna score on the Bills because this is gonna be a slaughter probably.
Probably Stephon Diggs. Probably someone on the defense. Probably James Cook. Maybe Josh Allen. Those are my guesses.
Josh Allen, 19 for 30. There's no one else in that passing category.
Dude, I don't know. My friend was maybe smoking crack. I don't know. I thought it was.
Maybe he was just absent from the whole first half because it ended
Maybe
at
he's doing a bunch of
6-0.
cocaine.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
your
know.
friend was on coke.
Yeah, maybe it was that.
Nah, but it probably wasn't. Because you're friends with like the CSU QB, like we wouldn't want to be exposing him
Yeah,
for doing
no,
coke.
no.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do
Totally
that.
was-
Allegedly.
Like Brian says, ain't nothing much to say about that one. I mean, Braun's picking the Bills. Come on, that's like an easy one for Braun. Commanders at Giants.
Another stinker. Do we know if Daniel Jones is playing? It's a bad week, boys.
I don't care. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. It doesn't affect me. My
Fuck the
choice either.
Commanders for losing to the Bears. Honestly,
Yeah.
Yeah, but their pass defense is just horrible.
yeah.
Like, and it just showed. But I think that as long as their D line is anything, and they're able to get after whoever it is, because the Giants O line has proved to be worst in the league.
Liberty with a big shot to put it to 49-42. Quick turnaround jumper from number 10, maybe 30.
I'm assuming we're all Commanders, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were even talking about the Giants.
Tyrod Taylor. It's just like,
It's in New Jersey. Commanders. It's not a far trip for them. Like over under 39. I mean, that's a pretty good over under because it's a weird number. You don't even want to touch it. I don't know. Like I won't touch that game. That won't be going in my parlay.
Yeah, that's gross. I do like it though. I trust the Commanders to hopefully win.
It's not a very valuable money line. It's only at least on DraftKings is right now -142. So
Yeah, nah.
tread in those waters if you dare. Next game we have a divisional matchup, a bit more exciting, I feel like, than some of these other games. Falcons at Buccaneers.
Give me
After
the
what we've
Bucks.
seen from both of these teams, it's like, what the fuck?
No, I want the Bucks. Give me the Bucks. I'm done with the Falcons. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Give me the Falcons.
That's fine.
I'm done with the Bucks. I don't want to play with them anymore. They suck. It doesn't matter if they're at home. It doesn't matter if they have
Where is
Greensboro
it?
jerseys on. They can only beat the Bears.
where is it?
It's in Tampa.
Yeah, give me the Bucks. There was
This
like a few plays if Baker just made the throw.
If Baker wasn't white, he's Desmond Ritter. If Baker's
no,
not
he's better than
the
Desmond.
number one pick, he's DTR.
I don't know. I don't think
I
so.
don't know. I'm turning to a Bucks hater now because they've failed me so many weeks.
That's
Like
a personal
I can't believe this shit, man. Like they're not beating this Falcons team that needs a bounce back. Arthur Smith needs to like shave his mustache or something. Something needs to change. But also, I mean, let me look at the line real quick. I mean, Tampa Bay is only favored 2.5 points. I mean, yeah, it's a field goal game. I mean, that makes sense. Does
Yeah.
Mike Evans do anything in this game?
I think so. I think that's
Is
kind of
this
like
a
the
Mike
nice little
Evans game?
choice.
Like we've been waiting for this. He hasn't really balled out since they played the
Oh,
Bears.
he ran he burned the route against the Lions, and Baker like was about to make the throw and then got sacked, and Mike was like super pissed because like it would have been a 94-yard TD.
Yeah. I mean, he's making plays like that, but I think the Falcons. I think you know what? I'm gonna say the Falcons defense plays a big factor in this game. Then
I just think the opposite. I don't. They've been letting teams hang around. All of their win has been like very, just a little more scoring. I don't know. I think that the Bucks will be able to get it done.
I mean, it's crazy. Like Desmond Ritter just doesn't turn the ball over. They probably win most games.
yeah, like their drives stay alive. Like he gives it away in the end zone against the. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
you know what? I'm just going with the Desmond Ritter keeps a clean week. That's my prediction for this game.
hope so.
So Falcons and then you both
Bucks.
Buccaneers.
Yep.
Sunday 3:00, first game. Steelers at Rams. Rams favored by 3 points at home. Today I
Steelers at
saw Puka Nakua's jersey in the Pro Football Hall of Fame tweeted. They got a Puka jersey in there. And I don't know much about the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but I was like, bro, did they just be putting anything up in there? Like, I know he's, and then I read the article and they're like, oh, he's done more than this since this player a few years ago. Like, CD Lamb caught this many catches as a rookie for his team, and Puka matched that. And it's all these, like, it's like, all right, like, he was like the fifth guy to, like, do this. All right, like, the most,
That's
and
all that stuff is
the
though.
big one was like the most catches by a rookie through 5 games. And I'm like, what about the guy who did something the most through 6 games or 4 or like 3? I feel like it's just a weird, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care what they put in the Football Hall of Fame because it's probably stupid then if they're just doing shit like that. Like, I don't know. But Cooper Cup season, I don't think the Steelers will get away with this one in LA.
Isn't
I think
Pickett out? Weren't
it
they just
wouldn't
on their
matter to me.
bye and like isn't Pickett out for a few weeks?
All I know is that Jalen Warren's projected more than Najee Harris in fantasy again, and it's just pathetic. I'll get the fact check on
Shout
Mr.
out
Pickett.
Jalen Warren.
Fellas, who y'all got in this one?
Give me the Rams. I mean, there's just no question here.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to take the Rams here. I don't trust.
Even if the Steelers defense, which is like the one thing that makes me want to pick them, puts up a fight, like there's just I think the Rams get too much done.
Cooper Cup is back. I mean, they look good. Cooper Cup's gonna have like 150 yards.
Yeah.
The third quarter of the Aces game is about to end because the Aces are up 2 right now. Unless the Liberty just drain that 3 at the buzzer, which they do not. 53-51 going into the fourth quarter. Boys, putting your live bets for the Liberty.
Rams all around.
Rams all around.
Making me sweat a little bit, Alex.
I just had to. It's for the content, man. People need to know what it's like living the life of a guy who lives in a house like you. It's a very
Are
beautiful.
we in the we're in the late slate now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first late slate game. I mean, was this like 4 game?
Yeah.
4 game late slate. I mean, it's such a short week, I guess.
Yeah.
Red zone will be interesting. We're gonna that 12 o'clock is gonna be brutal.
Oh yeah.
Like it'll be fun, but it'll be brutal.
Everything's
Football.
Cardinals at Seahawks. Seahawks favored by a touchdown and half a point, so 7.5 at home. Pete
Yes.
Carroll sucks ass.
Seahawks versus who?
Cardinals. K1 back at practice, seeing him getting rostered in fantasy. People are hoping that he's going to come in later and save their seasons. Fellas, are they going to try to go for any more wins? Like, do they have a shot, or is this a Kenneth Walker at home type game?
This is Seahawks at home type of game. This is a Geno 3 passing touchdowns, kind of 2 touchdowns type of game.
The hardest place to play in the league in Seattle.
Yeah, this is a home win, get it done. Your fans are happy type of game.
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks, but the Cardinals a few weeks ago, too much time has passed, unfortunately. And like Gavin said, we don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah. They're
Facts.
not. Yeah, no. All right, so
fucking Chargers Chiefs. Woo! Kansas City favored by 5.5 at home.
You're skipping one. Very important one.
I'm missing a team?
Packers Broncos.
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
We were gonna talk about that one?
We're gonna get a big win. We're gonna get
all right. Tell me about it.
We're gonna get a big win on the road this week. We're gonna Jordan Love is gonna gain a little bit of respect, or at that point I might start looking into Michael Penix Jr. maybe interested in him, because quite honestly, I feel like in this day and age in the NFL, like you have, for how it should be, you should have very slim windows. Like with these type of talents that are in these colleges now, if Love isn't proving himself by the end of this year, like we need to be ready to go, especially with all the talent there's in these drafts now. Like there's Nix, Penix, Drake May, Caleb Williams, Shador Sanders. Like I'm ready to go get any one of those guys if Jordan Love doesn't improve from what he's doing. So this is a big win for us. We need this. The Broncos are horrible. I'm not even sure Sean Payton wants to win. Aaron Jones, can you please do something? But yeah, give me the Packers.
So I guess last time we talked about the Packers, which they're on their bye last week, so like 2 weeks ago, I was saying like going into the bye, you got to figure out what the fuck is going on in the run game. Is Aaron Jones like what is going on with him?
I think he's gonna play, but
like is AJ Dillon just like the guy right now? Then like
he's playing
that's
Farm Simulator on his live stream. Like
Yeah, I saw that. That was during the bye, though.
yeah,
I mean that's
It's not
pretty
a problem.
epic. I
Yeah,
mean
it's not
honestly,
a
I kind of
problem.
fuck with that out of Dillon. Honestly, I feel like this line is fucked. It's as of right now, the Packers are -1 on the road. Like, but how can you pick that? You just can't pick the Broncos team. Like, you could put the Broncos
I'm picking the
versus
Broncos.
anybody. There's no way you're picking the Broncos.
I need to see something more from this Packers team. Like obviously they beat my Saints, and but since it's almost like since that week, they just haven't been the same. And even that week, it was just one really good drive by the offense, mainly by Jordan Love. But I like Gavin said, I don't think this is a game Sean Payton wants to win. I weirdly think this is one of the ones he wants to win, and just to get morale up a little bit to keep getting through the year. But I don't know. I don't see the I don't see the Broncos turning over the ball too much this game, or Russ doing too much Russ stuff. I feel like they're just gonna run it, try to score simply, and just try to play. And so I'm really just banking on their defense. But I also could very much be just forgetting and just discounting how good the Packers defense is, because they do have a good defense.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they had a bye. We forgot about them, but give me the Packers. I think Jordan Love playing with a chip on his shoulder.
We need
What?
him, man.
Still wild card spots in the NFC.
I mean, the
If you
Vikings
wanna start winning
are
now.
in the bed, so
There's teams shitting the bed all over the
This
league.
one's
I
for
mean,
Woody, bro.
this is also one of those wins. Like, bro, if you don't win this game, it's like, what other games can't you win?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need to see
If you can't beat this Broncos team, you shouldn't be trusted with the keys to beat any team, which is what happened with Justin Fields. We don't want Jordan Love to go down that same path.
I'll be ready to move on if he doesn't. Like, he needs to prove himself.
But to get to the last game of this 3:00 slate, after the trolling, and we actually talked about the Packers at Denver game, Chargers at Chiefs. I'm assuming we're all picking Chiefs. There's no reason
Yeah.
to have faith in the Chargers.
Nope. I
I see
don't think they're.
Scooby Demon just staring into the ESPN screen right now, just disappointed with the way the Liberty are playing. I mean, they're
Like,
taking bad shots. No one wants to take a good shot. They're kicking out of way too many wide open looks. I get it.
this sucks.
And
So
this is the finals.
this is a lose and go home. But let me tell you why the Chiefs are absolutely gonna own Justin Herbert at home. And it's just for every reason. They're better in defense. They're better on offense. They're better quarterback. Their run game is better. They have more options. Like, the Chargers couldn't even, like, Justin Herbert, classic Justin Herbert, sell, pick at the end. Like, if you're going to do that against the Cowboys who don't even look good, you're not beating the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah. Everything you just said. There's just like no reason to pick the Chargers here.
And it's funny because I feel like a lot of times the Chiefs struggle to cover these games, but I feel like this is one of those where like I will feel comfortable with them being able to cover. Like this is a divisional game. This is one like fuck these top 5 quarterback conversations. The better quarterback is in Kansas City, you know?
Yeah, it's easy. Next
Agreed.
game is actually fun.
Sunday Night Football. I believe this is the first time the away team is going to be on. This is their first prime time, unless I'm forgetting a game. But I am like super excited for this game, unless the home team is fraudulent.
I don't think the Eagles will be fraudulent.
What's the game? Eagles versus
Dolphins at Eagles.
Dolphins at Eagles. I think it'll be a good.
Week for Sunday
I'm gonna
night.
pick the Dolphins. I don't know. I really don't have much reasoning behind this. I honestly think I don't know who looks better, but I personally just want to take the Eagles. This is the Alabama battle. Tua and Waddle versus Smitty and Hurts. So
Yeah.
I think it'll be very entertaining, and I just like watching the Dolphins more. So give me the Dolphins. I think it's very close. I think this is going to be a coin toss of a game, but
Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, give me Miami.
Tua.
Legion of Zoom. Triple threat. I mean, Tua, Waddle, Reek. Who was the other one in the Mostart?
Mostert, yep. Oh yeah, that also hit them last week. They all
Yeah,
got
that hit again. So you need to make sure you follow Subi Demon because he has the fucking locks. He said that shit was going to hit. He gave it out on the pod. That's why you got to be here, be listening for this kind of shit. Is that hitting again?
Nah, but probably Hill and Waddle. At least I would take them too.
I just like, even if it's like Tua turn the ball over, I just still like the explosiveness of the Dolphins offense. Tyreek honestly is playing at an MVP level, and I don't think the conversations for that are ready. People don't like Tua MVP narratives. Maybe we can shift it towards Tyreek because he is like single-handedly like just carrying some of these like quarters for them.
Hey, RG3 had Tyreek as number 1.
Yeah,
I mean,
MVP voting.
that makes sense. I mean, when you're looking at
It
what
was
he's doing on the
Tyreek,
field,
Tua, and then McCaffrey.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean Tyreek, he is just so you can't do anything about him. Big three by Sabrina Curry to put him down too.
No, like Tyreek is like when we're like, oh,
yours
these
is
wide
ahead of
receivers
mine.
are unguardable. Like Tyreek's actually unguardable.
No,
yeah,
he is, and he's
if
faster,
he's
and he
one-on-one-
goes off the route. Like,
Yeah.
I
Like
mean
you can
that's why
double team him, sure, bad ball, whatever,
that's why
your pick. But like
that's why
at the end of the
Waddle,
day, 1-on-1, he's gonna beat you.
that's why having Waddle so also dangerous because the safety is going to have to pick one of them, and they're both so fast. So it's like if you end up giving either of them one-on-one, like it's just not good for your DBs. So, I mean, you got to pick, and that's why I feel like the ball gets spread around is because they just have people everywhere. So it's like
all right, if you're going to focus over here, there's going to be something open over there. That's why I love taking multiple people to score on the Dolphins.
Yeah, on offense, and they score a lot.
Um,
Dolphins all around.
I think that this is just gonna be like a sick battle.
AJ
Like this
Brown's
is
gonna
like
eat.
this just feels like a duel, like a genuine duel. Two elite quarterbacks on prime time. Two like their records look pretty. 5-1 teams playing each other. They're gonna be hitting us with the could this be a Super Bowl preview? Blah blah blah. All that cheese just to hype up the game. But this has to be like the actual best primetime game they've given us. I'm sorry to my Cowboys fans for last Sunday, but that wasn't class.
Yeah, that was it was expected to be, but it wasn't.
Like this game, even if it's shit defense because the offenses are too good, like that's cool.
Yeah,
If this is like an over type game, I mean, over under 52.
Yeah.
But that one's exciting.
W Sunday night game, especially after
W
last Sunday night game. What is the final game of the week?
Niners at Vikings. Give me the Niners and give me a LeBron statement.
Not
To-
much
Damn,
else
he
to
wants the
say here.
LeBron statement on that one. I mean, I don't even really care about the injuries to the Niners if people are not playing in the game. Like simply just because the Vikings are ass.
What
They're
is
not
Kirk Cousins
doing
going to do
anything.
against this defense?
Nothing.
Tell me.
Fred Warner is having such a good season. And this is like the perfect quarterback where you're gonna eat and get all those stats again.
Yeah.
Like this, like Kirk's throwing a pick. That should be a lock, in my opinion.
Probably throwing a pick. Most likely, 90% chance of rain. Kirk throwing a pick. Yeah, there really is not much to say other than the LeBron statement here.
Yeah, I mean if
Like even if McCaffrey's in or out, whoever's at running back, they're just gonna play a better game at the end of the day. That defense is better. Just not much to
The
say.
Niners don't lose 2 in a row.
No.
I mean if that's all we got to say about all 13 of those games, then I guess I'll go ahead and I'll give my lay. I'm just 3 legs. We're going back to 3 legs. We'll take the I'm feeling crazy insane. So I'll do the -3 Raiders. I mean, subject to change. Obviously, I'll bet they have tweeted out they have. Make sure you follow at NWH. Well, you know what? We'll go Raiders, Rams, and Chiefs. Raiders, Rams, Chiefs. All not all at home because the Raiders are on the road, but they're playing the Bears, and the Raiders have not let me down lately.
Yeah, I'm gonna also take the Raiders. Raiders -3, the over in the Thursday night game, and I'm gonna take the Lions as a home dog. And I guess you could throw the Chiefs in there for me.
Lions are on the road.
Or yeah, as a dog, whatever. Lions.
I got nothing.
I like
Taysom Hill.
the over
Taysom
on
Hill
that.
anytime. Maybe. I don't know. I got nothing.
I mean, if that's all the NFL, I mean, we could talk a little bit about, maybe we could just talk about the top 10 college rankings because Alabama's 11. Who wants to talk about them? We have, your casual Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State at 1, 2, and 3. Florida State 4, Michael Penix, Washington 5, 6 Oklahoma, 7 Penn State because they haven't played anyone good yet. It's 8 Texas with 1 loss, 9 Oregon with 1 loss, and then UNC at 10. Any of these teams outside of Georgia have any sort of chance to win the college playoff at this point?
I don't know what any of this means.
No, but I love watching Penix and Washington play. That Oregon game was so fun.
It's kind of funny because I feel like for years, like the Pac-12 and the West Coast football was like so boring. But because of NIL and these guys not only just being in the Big Ten and at Baylor or in the SEC anymore, like you have guys like Michael Penix at Washington, and we actually like care what they're doing, or like the USC Trojans are back. Like it is pretty funny. USC, like,
Yeah.
are they even on the top 25?
No, they're lost to
That was that bad. Notre Dame with 2 losses beating USC took their ass off of the rankings. That is fucking nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
How does that affect Okay, also, another Caleb Williams thing came out, I guess. I don't know if this was just some bullshit from
He said he wanted to
Dolphins,
invest, right? Or he wants
ML
ownership.
football. He said that his dad's
Rodgers tried to do that.
wherever we get drafted, we'd like partial ownership.
Rodgers
I
tried to do that
think
with the Jets this year.
he wants to not play for the Bears that fucking bad that they're willing to bluff about that to try to scare the Bears off.
That's funny.
But at this point in time, is he still the consensus number 1 now?
Probably.
Penix isn't going 1.
I mean, he's not going 1, but I mean, there's still time for people to make stories, maybe some defenders that are just insane to get recognized. But like, I don't know, man. I'm just getting more worried about Caleb Williams. I know that there's a lot riding for some of these franchises on that, but man, Notre Dame made him look like shit.
So the point that you said, can anybody? I'm assuming you were saying, can anybody beat Georgia in the national championship? I think if anybody has a chance, it's Michigan. I mean, we don't really know until we see. I mean, yeah, Michigan can cover their spread. Michigan can dice up these teams, but it's like it gets real in those moments, you know. Those plays that need to be made. Like JJ blew it up last year in some clutch moments. So we don't know, man. I mean, and that's no knock to JJ. He's an amazing player, but it's just Georgia is crazy, and I don't know. I made the mistake thinking TCU could maybe stand a chance last year, and they shouldn't have even showed up to the game.
Yeah, that was
Michigan. And the Michigan's team is pretty much the same. Got a lot of the same guys.
I guess I'll go over one other sport and then we can wrap up. But I think by the next time we'll record, we may or may not know like one or both of the World Series teams. Rangers are down 5-2, bottom of the 6th. But I still think they'll end up getting it done. I think we're seeing Rangers Phillies.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Phillies.
I think we might all be in agreement now. It is Red October.
But the Phillies are winning.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Red crazy, October, like I knew. Like it's crazy.
And it is a tie game in the Liberty versus Las Vegas game. So you know what? We may not even speak to you guys until after the WNBA finals are over as well. Congrats to the New York Liberty. We'll take them in game 5 as well. They're gonna stave off elimination. So that's all the sports I can think of, honestly.
Yeah, that'll do it for episode 33.
Thank you guys
Look at us.
For watching.
Who would have thought?
Make sure to follow all of us. Make sure to like, comment, and look out because we are still in talks with the Marksman. There's like NDAs and stuff that have to get signed.
Yeah, there's like some crazy drama we need to discuss.
We can't. We don't know what the fuck he's gonna say. And when it goes into the editing room, sometimes we don't know what the fuck happens to the footage, like stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't think.
Sometimes like the editor just like ruins stuff, and it's weird. Like I think he has an agenda.
There is agendas at play. So
yeah, by the editor.
If you want to see these agendas carried out on the big screen, though, just make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications because we won't give you that many notifications. Just 2 pods a week. It's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Also, tweet at us if you tail our picks because
I've made you guys some money if you've tailed. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah. So make sure to follow us.
Yup. Yeah, don't tail that guy. Don't.
13-0. 13-0.
Yeah, that'll do it for this pod.
13-0.
Yeah, we're all 13-0.
13-0.
All right, that's not possible. All right, peace out, boys. Thank you for watching.
Peace.
13-0.